Good morning. Welcome to my channel, JB's Crochet. I'm Amber, and today is Hello Friday. Let's chat about yarn, crochet, and all the things. Anyway, it's Friday. Good morning, Lisa. I feel like you are almost like the first person every morning, and I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Good morning to you, Lisa. I like coming on here and going, good morning. Hold on, how do I say it? Good morning. No. Now I can't get the tune right. Jeremy, good morning to you. And Penny, welcome, welcome. Good morning to. See, now I can't get it out right. Good morning to you. That's what I wanted to sing. Good morning, Julianne. Good morning. So, I'm not going to do the foam piece anymore, even though I found it. I decided to put my pins in here. And when I went to Hobby Lobby yesterday, I came across one of these, which you can find on Amazon, I think, for around the same price. This was less than $5 for this little thing. It's got these like little, it's meant for sewing, for all your like little tools and things, sewing tools. But is that not pretty? I have my clovers and dots, which are my two favorite hooks, in this one. And then, well, let me put this one down so I can pick the other one up. I have my prims and all my other hooks in here. Because I still wanted to use this. I liked it. I think it's, I don't know, it just feels, nice and organized over there now. Good morning, Kimberly. Good morning, Rebecca. Ugh, I hate that the weather is messing up your weekend, but hey, you're making money one way or another, right? Maybe not as fun, but. So yeah, I'm going to use this for my pins and markers and stuff and tools. I have like little hole punches and things in here. And this little tool that's hanging on the right here, this is for the binding that I use to make my little books and things. So I brought this little cup holder of pins down that I don't use my pins upstairs that much, so I'm going to put them in here. So I brought them down. And y'all are going to have fun with my video today. I recorded a video, and it is, I came up, so Juan has his little whipping it with Juan thing, and I was like, I love how that just works with his name. Whipping it with Juan, you know, it works, and nobody else has something like that. And so, and then other people have like come and crochet with me and all this other stuff. So just throwing things around here. Yay! That's awesome, and that it's inside. Woohoo! Brain derailed. What was I gonna say here? What was I saying here? Oh, my crochet name. I have come up with, now it's not brand new. I know other people use it, so it's not unique per se, but I don't know a lot of people through the community that I hang out with and that I see a lot of utilizing it. So I have decided to call it Sit and Stitch with Me. sit and stitch. Ooh, there's a lot in here. But I love it. I love it. I love it. It's loud, but I don't plan to play with it all the time. Howdy, howdy, Miguel. Isn't that fun? Ooh, it's heavy, so I can't do this in my hand. I got my lotions, and you know what? I should put the tools in the middle. Put these little picks here in the middle. This one needs to be out here where I can see it. We're going to leave them out here. So, that's what I did. I moved it all into there. So, now I have this cute little pencil cup to do something with. It feels like a little mini trash can. I could make it a little... I could make it a little trash can for yarn scraps. How cute is that? It's cuter than this. I mean, this is very doable, and I use this all the time, but like, isn't that cute? Oh, I'm sorry for that, Miguel. Excuse me. Oh, and then I brought the hatred machine down that Kim doesn't like. I should say the machine that shall not be named. I brought it downstairs. I just don't know where I'm gonna put it because I don't have an open spot at the moment. So we will just let it sit right there. Isn't that cute though? This is at the Dollar Tree. Little trash can for scraps. I don't know what else to use this for because I had pens in it. It's almost too big for pens because, yes, I know I have a ton in there, but, you know, I don't want to fill it so much that I can't. I mean, I suppose if there's a hook I'm using, I could stick it in this little can here. I need to put these up. I frogged the project I was working on with this. So I need to put these away. But I need to find the case that they go in. Good morning. Just a few dollars short from a Joann's haul. Good morning, Angela Elmore. Oh, Miguel, I'm so sorry. I wish you had yogurt. Oops. Turned it on by accident. Well, you came down and joined me. You came down to join me. You don't need to come across the desk. Just stay over there. Just stick to your little bed over there, please. Ooh, I need to put those away, too. I have another set out. Oh, this was the set I had out for the asymmetrical, I bet. So I need to put those up, too. You know, I should really take these out because I don't use my knitting needles very much, so I might as well take them out and use them. Someone did say it. Yeah, but Kimberly, you and I need to stay away from Joann's. Be like, I need some retail therapy, hon. Like, they canceled on me, so I need some retail therapy. Take me, please. Oh, good morning, Mama Winch. Good morning, Marianne. Ooh, I can do it without the pen. Yay. I went to Hobby Lobby yesterday. I don't know if I think I mentioned that just now. Okay. Well, I have a knitting needle set if I ever decide to pick it back up again. You were thinking, no, Kimberly, no, don't go back. Be good. Kimberly, yeah, see, Miguel said it. Kimberly, be strong. Be strong. Although if you go, get me some, because I can't go. I literally cannot go. I was just told last night to stop spending money. Yes, good morning, Jojo. Hey, if you go, you just gotta, So maybe I'll come too. Oh, that's funny. We're all just sitting over here enabling each other. I love it. I'm just gonna sit here and innocently put away my knitting needle cords. So y'all just, yeah, have fun. Have fun at Joanne. I literally cannot go. I have to put myself on a no-buy ban, unfortunately, for my birthday month, y'all. I do. I'm serious. Like, no more enabling Amber. You got, ooh, chromatic spectrum. Why do I feel like, can you send me a picture of the chromatic spectrum? Although maybe you shouldn't, because then I won't go back to Hobby Lobby. I literally, y'all, I have to, seriously, I can't buy any yarn this month anymore. Unfortunately, I have to put myself on a yarn diet. These are, I hope I'm putting them in here right. I don't know. Yay! I can't wait to get it, Kimberly, so I can show it off to everybody. And you still haven't told me how much I owe you. Quit skirting around that and just tell me. Yep, well, this year it has to be for me, unfortunately. It's my birthday month, but it's okay. I'll find a way to spoil myself. You know what? My youngest is going to have surgery at the end of the month. I'll be like, look. I need to go get some retail therapy so that he doesn't feel bad. That way he feels good when he comes out, because mom feels good. There, my knitting needles are put away, but I left this out, so I'm just gonna leave them in the little bag that they're in. And then, where's all my cotton? Oh, I left all my cotton in the car. You guys want to give me like a minute to go grab that? I wish I had music to play for you guys so you weren't sitting here in silence. I just saw that. If skeins jump in the cart, yeah, no, Frizzy, you're the bee that's behind all the skeins going. Chromatic. Oh, let me mute this. Okay, phone. Do I go get my cotton out of my car? It'll take me a minute. I gotta go all the way up the stairs to get it. Oh, I know chromatic. Ooh, what are you gonna make with that, Jeremy? That is pretty. Kimberly, I don't know if I could either, but I have to. I have to. Well, maybe we can try it together. Kindle! Oh, that's what you mean. Okay, you can amuse yourselves as I take a side. Okay, give me a minute and I will go grab my yarn, my cotton that I bought, because I want to maybe start working with it. I'll be right back. I promise. That's one way to justify it. I have so much already, y'all. It's hard to go buy more. Oh, goodness. Okay, so, y'all, I was at, obviously, Hobby Lobby yesterday, and they've got a bunch of these little flyers up now of different things that you can make. And I saw this scrubby cactus on the front, and I was like, ooh, I want to make that. But I gotta do it this month, though. I'll do it both months, maybe. Oh, that's a long time. We'll see if that works. I will do June for sure with you, though. I will be busy in June, so maybe that'll work too. Anyway, so I got this because I was like, ooh, I want to do this. I'm opening it up. There's some more cute stuff in here, right? And they've got patterns in here. There's a couple of them that have patterns. Do you think this one is included? No. But if you look right here, I don't know if it's going to come clear right here. It says, find the free patterns for all of these projects at hobbylobby.com. So I go to hobbylobby.com and I'm looking and I don't find it. I actually had to go into the Scrubology. So there's a picture with this on it. And when you go into their DIY on their website, it has Scrubology yarn under a picture of this, I think. And if you click on it, you can actually download a PDF of all the patterns in this little pamphlet. And so I started printing it off. I got the cactus one printed off, and my printer decided to error right after the cactus one. So I said, well, I got the cactus ones. That's all I need. I got the cactus one here, and I got the flower scrubby one here on the blue there, and then I've got the other one I wanted to make, which is the ladybug. So I don't have the yarn to make the flower, but I bought the scrubby yarn to make the ladybug, and it has the pattern here. So yeah, the last time I was in Joann, which was, when was that, Kimberly? 2 days ago? Wednesday? Was it Wednesday? I don't know. I think it was Wednesday. Yeah, they didn't have much other than Big Twist, a bunch of Big Twist, and they didn't have all the Big Twists. Like, there were some greens missing. They had a lot of Caron 1 pound, and I just don't know what colors of Caron 1 pound to get. Although there was a purple I almost should have gotten, but. And then I got a bunch of Bernat blanket for my daughter. Yeah, the Caron 1 pounds are down to $6. Yeah, I know, but I don't know what, I should just go get like all the white, not all the white, but go get a couple of the white ones. When you don't know what projects you're going to do, I have a hard time picking out what colors to get. I keep wanting to read Jeremy's thing here. I am putting it with some Katarina that Tank sent me for my birthday, making 12-point star. Ooh, that would be pretty, Jeremy. Did I miss anybody? Did I miss anything? Okay, so here's my yarn haul from not Joann's, Hobby Lobby. I saw this sitting there and I was like, does this not scream me? So I grabbed all three that they had in the shelf. I need more of this. I don't know what I'm going to make with this, but I need more of it. Good morning, Jared. It's called Brights. I might actually have a couple of these upstairs, possibly. You were good this time. Only got 6 skeins of yarn. Because let me know if I push this, if it starts it. Is Jonathan up there yet? Because I was holding off for him. Anyway, Kendall, I was not good when I went to Joann's. Including my daughter's skeins of yarn. Well, Bernat blanket. I don't know. Can you call those skeins of yarn? Those things are huge. Big skein. She got five colors of Bernat blanket. I could not pass up getting her Bernat blanket for half the price. So I got her what I could get her. And I told her, I was like, you need to convince a family member to take you back and get you more. As much more of that Bernat blanket as you can while it's cheap. Because it's normally, what, $12. So I got 30-something skeins of yarn from Joann's. But it was barely over $100. Like, it was, with hers and all of mine combined, like $15 over. That's it. With taxes and all that jazz. So anyway, I got 3 of these. I think I have a couple more upstairs because I feel like I bought the brights before. Tell me that does not scream me right there. And then I was just, grabbing some other colors because I wanted to have some like flowery colors, like some pretty spring, summer flower colors. So I got Rosy 2 and pink. This is Rosy 2, so it's the darker rose. And then I got this is pink. Just pink. That's all it is. And then I got, so I couldn't decide between white or black. Kimberly still, even seeing it in person, for a stitch marker holder. So I don't even know if this is going to be enough, but I figured I can start with 2 of each. So I don't know, maybe I'll make a black one and a white one. I don't know. I'm not going to mix the 2 colors together because that'll make the background too busy. I'm going to make a wall hanging that I can hang my stitch markers on. The handmade stitch markers that I get from Kimberly and that I get from other places. So I love this cotton right here. This is my favorite. My favorite yarn is this line. I love this yarn, and then like I love this cotton. This is my go-to cotton right here. It'll probably never be cheaper than the 30% off, but it's fine. It's worth the price to pay for this. Good morning, Tammy's. Tammy's in the house. Tammy's in the house. Yeah, yeah. So I think I'm going to make an all-white one. I went with white instead of cream. I want to do white. I think white. You think the black would be better? That's what I was thinking too, Rebecca. I know that for a fact with the jewelry displays that are, because when I sold jewelry before, my displays I made out of pegboard, and I actually sprayed them black because yes, you're right. Jewelry pops off of black so well. And so stitch markers being made from the same stuff, you're right. Thank you for that. This is why I bring it to you guys. And then I got amethyst. It's a purple, like a kind of a lavendery purple. I only got 1 of each of these because, again, I was just trying to grab some colors and I didn't know what colors to get other than these. This is what I mainly went for and came home with all this other stuff. Oh, and I got a red. I got the bright red, just plain red. Just a red. So these are my flower colors, if I want to make anything with flowers, like for dishcloths and things. So I got me some florally colors, the flower petal colors. And then here's my green scrubby. Of all the colors I got at Joann's the other day, they did not have green that I remember seeing. I might have to go back and look. So, yeah. I got my green for the cactus. And the last 2 things I got, it's funny, these look like sparkly yarns, but it's just because of how they're made. It's just plastic yarn. I've never worked with this kind yet before. It's a different kind of scrub. This is called Scrubology Scrub It. Scrubology Scrub It. Black and fire red. So this is my ladybug colors. So I plan on making the ladybug and the cactus, and then I got this pink, and this pink was intentional out of all those colors to make the flower that goes on top of the cactus. Because if you look in the picture, I don't know, you probably didn't see it, maybe you did. It has a little pink flower and cotton made on top, and then it actually has a little bowl that it sits in. Isn't that cute? Good morning, Lana Nana. I feel like I missed seeing you. I'm sorry. Well, good morning now. So yeah, this will be the first time I've worked with this kind of scrubby. So I figured I'd make the ladybug first. And if I like the ladybug, maybe I can make the flower. And then they have this like watermelon dishcloth looking one. Good morning, Thrifty. So if you go to hobbylobby.com, you can find this whole booklet. Just go underneath the Scrubology yarn. So go to their DIY tab. And then yarn and needle crafts, I think. Yeah. Yarn and needle art. Underneath that, and then scroll until you see Scrubology yarn. You may not see this picture, you may see this one or one of those two, I don't know. But look at the two on the back too, these are cute. So there's a sheep, and then there's the soap scrubbies. And what's funny is, I think Juan was just talking about these yesterday on his, no, not yesterday, was it his live on Wednesday, or I don't know. I just remember hearing him talking about these soap pouches, and it's using the Scrubology cotton yarn, where it's got the finger stuff. It's like this stuff, but it's the cotton version of it. A plan to make a bag for your Mal. Cool. I need to work on my Mal. I need to find it in all of my whips over there. So you made wind spinners with this? I'm going to have to see a picture of that. Okay. I showed you guys the finished bag, right? Ugh. I need to actually start using it. I'm trying to figure out what I want to use it for. I was thinking about using it for my Bible bag on Sunday. See what I think of it. Oh, I gave up on my cozy. Y'all, I picked up my can yesterday as I was leaving. So it wasn't cold anymore to the point where there was sweat on the outside. And I picked it up like this from the can. I didn't catch the koozie part of it. And the koozie literally just fell off of the can without me even doing anything. Like, it literally just went whoop. And I went, well, yep, nope, we're just going to leave that there. So I did. I think we're going to make a mug rug next week. I'm not going to do the cozies for now. Okay, Sarah Sack, yeah, I know her. So, yeah, we'll see if I make the ladybug anytime soon. I don't know. I've been into these like smaller projects that I feel a little more accomplished, I guess. Not accomplished, but like that I'm getting things done. So that's why I keep starting all these little things. that I think I can get done. Ah, that caught on my finger. All right, I wanted to show you. Okay, so white is going to go in the box because I don't need that out right now. I need the black out for my stitch marker holder. I'm literally just going to make something very similar to this. I have a dowel rod. I'm actually going to like attach it to the dowel rod as I make the foundation row. And then I'm going to make a literally just a straight fabric piece of black, just like this, with this color in this pattern. And then I'll use like these little bars to hang my stitch markers from. Oh no! I pulled on it too hard. Started losing my stuff. Uh-oh. Hold on, wait a minute. I gotta fix this real quick. I don't know if I'm gonna go in the right direction, but I don't think it matters too much. I'm gonna go back through there. Okay. I need to pull up a bigger bunny ear or put a stitch marker in it. Yeah, I will. I'll make another one smaller eventually. Yeah. No, next week we're going to do a mug rub. Those will be easy. Got yarn sticking to me. Okay, let's put a stitch marker in this so I don't lose any more. Okay. There's that. And then, of course, Rebecca, being the amazing person she is, got me wanting to make one of these, and I made one, and then I cut it off and fastened it off before putting a handle on it. So this is going to be one without a handle, I guess. I mean, I could attach a handle. I would just have to slip stitch it to it, but it's just one extra step now. But I made myself a scrubby. So this is the side that has that fun texture. I will say that this scrubby yarn that I added with it kind of negates the whole bumpiness back here, because you can't really, I mean, you can still feel it if you push hard enough, but like it's more fuzzy now than it is bumpy. But it's just another little scrubby, you know, you can scrub with. Tails aren't sewn in. Good morning, Manuela. Well, Rebecca, I put handles on them because if people want to, you know, if I were to sell these, you know, or give them away and they want to hang them up, I have little handles on them so they can hang dry. So that way they're getting that airflow. But, you know, occasionally they'll have no handles. So these are my two different styles. So what I did with this one to keep it from curling, because Tunisian curls, I did, which it's still kind of curling a little bit, is because I didn't do anything to the top, which if I would have put the reverse stitch down here for a couple of rows and up here for a couple of rows, it would have helped lay it flat. But I put them on the side, the reverse stitches on the side here for 2 or 3 stitches. So that way it would help with the curl a little bit. But it's super easy. I think I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 rows. It's 12 rows high by 15 stitches wide. Melissa G, driving to Tampa. I've been to Tampa. It's been a long time, but I have been there. I have. It's a nice little place. A lot of Florida is nice. I wouldn't mind being there right now. All right, so here's the last thing I want to show you I started. Maybe if I can grab just it and not everything else below it. Okay, so I keep seeing this lady. You lived in Tampa for 9 months. That's cool, Rizzy. So this lady, let me show the picture without showing the pattern. Her name is Anastasia Smith, but she goes by Journey Chanel Designs. I was put onto her by Margaret, Songbird Creations. Oh, I can never remember her channel. Margaret, y'all know Margaret. But she put me on to this lady, and she's size inclusive from like extra small all the way up to 5XL and even kids. She's got kids sizes. In all of her things, almost all of her things, she has a version for the adults and then a version for the kids. And so I saw this and I thought this would be fun to wear during the summer over t-shirts and things. Even long sleeves, y'all. This would be just a cute cover up, even with long sleeves in the fall and stuff. So I bought this pattern with the money that Miss Julianne and Rebecca donated to me the other day when I shared my Ko-fi coffee account for people to share or to follow. They donated money, and so with the money that they donated, I bought this pattern. So it's going to good use. So if I don't end up wearing it, I'll sell it, on my Ko-fi account, and if somebody buys it, then it goes to even better use. So the pattern calls for a 3-weight DK yarn. At least this is how she made it, with a 6.5mm crochet hook. Now, I don't know if I just crochet really super loose, but I started making it with a 6.5mm, and Kimberly will attest to this. The 6.5 for me was way too big. It was making my stitches way too loose. It looked okay. It looked nice. It was going to look pretty, but I actually frogged out the rows that I had completed and started it back up with a 6mm hook. I went down 1/2 hook size, and I'm using my Dots 6mm hook. And I'm trying to make sure I show you from the right side. Hold on. When I do the shells, okay, so this is the right side. So this is what I have done so far. And this, I'm making it in a size medium, I think. So it's made in one piece. So you make it from the bottom up. That looks so cool. And it's so soft. This yarn that I picked out, I have been struggling to figure out what to make with this. So this is what I've got. And it works up fast because, y'all, these right here, these shells are trebles. And then these windows are trebles. Now, the rows between the trebles and the puffs, those are singles and chains. And then you've got your puff stitch, which goes around your double crochets. Isn't that pretty? And it's going to have a little weight to it, but not too bad. But it's airy and it's just fun. I'm excited. So here's the yarn I'm using. Can anybody guess what yarn this is? It's a Premier yarn. Super soft. Buttery soft, almost silky soft, and it's 3-weight. I am probably going to have to utilize a second cake because she recommends 900 yards for a medium, roughly, and one of these cakes is a little over 500. 546. So how many did I say? 900. I'm going to have to utilize 2 of these. So here's my dilemma. I didn't read your message back, Kimberly, that you sent me. I don't know if you were helping me. Oh, nope. Okay, so what I want to do is, with the yarn I'm using, I want to work the cream as far up, and then I want to work into I want the top of this vest up here to be the gold color. This center goldish brown, whatever color, that golden color. It is butterfly yarn. Melissa G. It's anti-pilling butterfly premier. So what I want to do is like I said, I want to make this cream all the way up, and I want it to move into I want the gold to be at the top. So I'm trying to judge how far it's going to go. And I want to say I have 5 of these skeins that I may have to color control with. So I may have to utilize some cream out of another one just so because there's not a ton of that yellow and gold in the center to make it up to the top. I don't know how to do this. Well, this is my first time using it, and oh my gosh, it is amazing. So it's been on sale on clearance I keep showing you guys the pattern, and whoops. I didn't mean to. I meant to show you this one here. So yeah, I want to work it up, and then see, you work this whole piece up to here, and then you create 2 panels to come over the top of your shoulder to make your armholes, and your opening right here. So it's made in one piece, and then you create 3 panels basically out of this side, and then the back there. So, or do I just let the colors flow, and just not worry about color controlling? Because what I could do is just let it flow and then work the rest of it back around, going from the inside out of another cake, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, continue with the yarn that I have and just go until it's done, and then attach the new cake from the inside instead of the outside, because I'm working from the outside to get the cream at the bottom, and then just let it flow the way it flows. I'm just concerned about it coming over the top of the shoulder and attaching here, if that makes sense. No, it's going to attach. Let's see if I can show you. It's going to attach right. Of course, it's not going to show very well on here. It's going to attach right here at the top. There. No worries, Jeremy. Thank you for being here. I do appreciate having you here. I really, really do. And once you know how to do each of these rows, you literally repeat rows 2 through 7 over and over and over until you have this as long as you need it. Amanda, good morning. So you say just let it flow. Let it flow. Let it flow. Just let the yarn flow the way it will go. Oh, this is so soft, guys. Like, oh my goodness. Let it flow. Oh, enjoy your errands, Jeremy, if you're still here. I don't know how long people hang around after they, because I know when I say I gotta go, I wait until I know that they've seen it. That way, then I go. Gotta head into work early to help with the field trip. Oh, fun. Where's the field trip? You gotta tell us where are we going on our field trip first, Rebecca, and then we'll let you go. Good morning, Amanda. So you guys think I should just let it go? Let it flow. Just let it flow. Let it flow. Ooh, we're going to the farmyard. Yay, we're going to go play with animals. Woohoo. So yeah, so this is what you do. I'm going to not show you everything here. Here, we'll do this. So the 2 panels, it literally breaks off from the top of the, you make the piece as long as you want, and then you literally do these two to it. And then you attach these 2 sides here to to each other somehow. It's made in one piece. That's all I know. That's all I know. It's made in one piece, and then you make panels somehow. All right, here's a good one. Here's a good picture. I don't know if you can see it. So you can see the two side panels and then the back panel in the middle there. So, well, have fun, Rebecca, playing with the animals. The aminals. Aminals, as kids would say. And then, okay, here, okay, y'all see this? Check this picture out. I'm going to try and get close so you can just see the picture. So that is her kid version of it, and it's so darling. Do you see the edges? How it's wavy? Do I want to do that to mine? Or just leave it straight, like she has here? I don't know. The amber in me is wanting to do the waviness. Because it's an optional edging. And I think it would look cute. So here is her, and I'm assuming this is her daughter. Isn't that cute? I'm getting these pages all mixed up here. They do have numbers on them, thankfully. 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11. Let's see, what did Marianne say? Was looking at that top pattern. Instead of the 2 panels, I'm trying it in the round. What top pattern? I saw you were showing a cardigan yesterday. I had you, I had this little stand, and I had my phone sitting on here yesterday while you were playing. So I had Marianne sitting there like this while I was live yesterday morning. So that was fun. And really, it was not a big deal, I promise. I thought it was fun. Kimberly had done a top that I loved, so want to give it a try. Oh, cool. I can't wait to get mine. See, she still hasn't answered me. That or I missed it. I think you're trying to tell me something, and I'm being stubborn like you, and I'm just going to keep asking until you either tell me one way or the other. Oh, okay. Now I'm doing those windows. Y'all, these treble crochets, I tell you what. With a smaller weight yarn like this, not holding two together, it's interesting to say the least. I knew it. Yes, please. I always want a tote bag, and if it's your tote bag, I would for sure. Yes. Are you going to make the tote bags, or are you going to like kind of like you did with your tumblers and coffee mugs? Are you gonna have your friend help you put like a little logo on a tote bag? Yes, please. I know. I can tell you right here. I'll take one. You know I'll take one. Okay, so I skip one. Go there. No! Double wrap. Oh my goodness, though. But these trebles, whew. I don't mind them so much on the Sweet Marshmallow Kiss, but for some reason, I think it's because of this being a DK weight, and yeah, but it goes fast. Oh, yes. I will definitely buy one. Yes, please. Look, Kimberly would like one too. By a raise of hands, who will all like a tote? I bet you could easily get 10 people to buy a tote. make it worth it. Sell them for, I don't know how much you would try. You try to avoid trebles at all costs. Sassy Mary. Yeah, I'm not like a huge fan of them, but my goodness, it makes this pattern. I don't know that I think this pattern would look okay if you turned them into doubles, but you know, it has trebles, and I think it looks really pretty. I'm hoping that with all the weight that it will hold it down a little better. Stretch them out a little bit once there's more weight to this thing. And I thought this would be fun to wear to my daughter. If I can get this done by next weekend, I was thinking of wearing this to my daughter's recital. Over a shirt like this, like a little short sleeve shirt. It's got little short sleeves on it. I think that would be pretty. And basically what I'm wearing right now, I could dress up with this vest that I'm making. So if I can get it done before next weekend, I could wear this over what I'm wearing right now. So literally I could go from comfy with my sweatshirt. Obviously, I'd make sure my shirt's not so wrinkly, as you can see right there. But I think this would be, let me get this. See, it's wrinkled from sitting here. But I think this would be pretty hanging over top of this with that cream color. But yeah, no, I'm not a huge fan of trebles either, but you know, I'm gonna at least make this one time, and then maybe I can adjust it to make it I wouldn't make it my own. I would say, okay, so I took, you know, if I changed it to doubles, I would say, all right, so I did the Wanderlust vest in all doubles instead of trebles, you know. And so basically I would say that's still the same pattern, but I changed the stitch from a treble to a double. You know, you would just have to make it more repeats to make it longer, because you wouldn't be getting the same length that you do with the trebles. But you know, it's supposed to be, I am assuming it's supposed to be a lacy, airy cover up thing, and so that's why she went with the trebles. So I don't know that this is something I can work on while I talk to you guys, because it's another one of those I have to pay attention and look at it, because you know, it's a treble. I have to go through more times, and you know. Oh, so I showed you guys the yarn on this little contraption. If y'all have not bought one of these yet, I got mine off Amazon for like $16. It's a wooden one. It's got a pretty decent magnet. There's times like this yarn was really bad about spinning off of it when I had frogged it, the original piece, and just wound it on top of here. I literally took this and just spun it while I frogged it, so it was just gathering up in the middle here. And so if it ever spins on you and you don't want it to spin and it keeps just pooling the yarn on the ground, I just pop it down off of there until I pick up all that yarn again and then put that back on there. But yes, I would highly recommend for those rare occasions that you want to pull from the outside. And because I wanted to do that with this, and this yarn in these cakes are loose, they're kind of not, I wouldn't say floppy, but they're not tightly packed where they stay put. So I didn't want to have a floppy cake flopping around in my basket, so I'm doing it this way. But now that it's pulling from its original winding of the cake, it's, as you can see, it's staying on better, and it's not unwinding on me like it was the other day. Yeah, I highly recommend them. I've used them several times. So like the cross pot blanket that I'm making in this color right here, because of the way I'm working that yarn, I'm going from the inside out, and then when I get to the outside, I'm attaching the outside of the next one and coming in. And when I do the outside, coming in, I put it on here because it's easier for it to pull off of here. But when I go from the center out, I just leave it be. I just set it in the basket, the box, the bag, whatever it's in, and pull from the center. Yeah, the ones that are hard to find the center pulls, I could see that being useful too, Kimberly. So, but yeah, I think I got mine for $16 off Amazon. I don't have like the double ones that some people have. I could see the usefulness of them. Good morning, Tina. It's been a hot minute since I've seen you. I hope you're doing well. I would love to figure out a contraption. I wish my father-in-law could make it or something, where I could put a bunch of bobbins on it in a very similar fashion like this, but smaller ones that I could pull yarn from as I do like my grafghan or my tapestry crochet, where it's the color, like where I have multiple color changes of the same color in the same row, but I don't have to pull from the same skein. I have like two different bobbins of that color. You know what I'm saying? I am. But Tina, I do have a Sunday afternoon one that I am trying to keep. Sunday afternoons about 3 a.m. Oh my goodness, not 3 a.m. 3 p.m. Right in the middle of NASCAR. So while my husband's upstairs watching NASCAR and snoring through it, when he falls asleep watching it, I'm down here doing my live. I like to watch NASCAR, but I found a way to keep myself entertained by coming and hanging with you guys. So, yeah. I have to go on this early so that way I can get off and do school with the kiddos, which I need to get off here in just a minute. No, I'm going to 8:45. That's what I'm doing. I'm going to go to 8:45. I like the 8:45 for some reason. I could come on at 7:45 and go to 8:45, but I like going just a hair over an hour. I don't know why. So we're going to go to 8:45. Plus, maybe then I can get this row done that I started. Cat, that couch is not your scratching post. Please stop using it as one. Thank you, Tina, for the reminder. Julianne, you and I are so much alike. It's crazy. Oh, I love it. Good morning. I love that you can follow me. Follow my brain. It's been great, Tammy's. Thank you for being here, and we'll see you hopefully on Sunday, maybe. Just depends on the day. Because, yeah, I got to get laundry done that day for my hubby. Hello, Vima. How are you? Ooh, excuse me. Excuse me. Only downfall to drinking a carbonated beverage is the carbonated, burps. Oh, slowly spin, please. That's the only downfall to this thing is it spins. Like, when you go to pull yarn out of a skein, you kind of give it a little bit of a oomph behind it to give yourself a little extra, I do that with these things, and I'm like, no, slow down, because it starts like spinning really fast. Wait, hold on. Run the different colors through the holes. Oh, I see what you're saying. The different bobbin colors is what you're talking about. I was like, what are we talking about here? I don't know how that would work with what I'm thinking or what I'm talking about. So like when I make my flags, I have these flags that I make, and I think they're considered tapestry crochet, where in one row you could have, like, let's say it's a picture of grass and a picture of a house or something. And so you're coming across this one row and you have like a couple blocks of green, and then you have a couple blocks of brown, and then you're going back to the grass on the other side of the house. So instead of cutting your yarn at the end of that first section of green and then bringing it back in after you got done with the house part, you would have 2 strands of it. So it's 2 separate bobbins, or 2 separate skeins, so to speak, going to the piece. So you would almost be running a whole bunch of different strands of yarn at one time, which gets hairy. Let me tell you, it gets hairy. It gets stressful. But the end result's so worth it, and so that's why I do it. Yeah, a basket with holes, but like, it's not the holes that I'm thinking. It's like, what I'm saying is like something, where you could have a bunch of bobbins like this, where you could pull the yarn from it and it would like hold it in place for you. I don't know. It's hard, like all of them at one time. I feel like I've seen something similar to it. I just don't. Or I've seen ones where they have a bunch of like, the paper towel holders. They have a whole bunch of those in a line, and you did that to make a Georgia Bulldog emblem. I'm just trying to think how that would work, though. My brain's not visualizing it. I think this is one of those times I would need a visual. Who was that saying that the other day that needed a visual of something I was trying to explain? It's like, I don't know how else to explain this visually. Yeah, I would have to see what you guys are talking about. I wish I could find a picture of that. I might have to do some looking and see if I can. If anybody's posted it. Those are those weird oddball things that when you try to search for it, it's not necessarily out there because people don't think to take pictures of all those steps. I saw that in your tapestry thing, your bobbins that you used. So, Frizzy, where were your bobbins? Like, how did you have them laid out? Were they just in a basket, like flopping around in the basket as you pulled the yarn from them? Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, what was holding them? Not the yarn, but holding the bobbins themselves. See, my brain is just, I don't know, it's not visualizing it for some reason. I want to work on this, but now I've got my brain stuck on making the wall hanging for, see, and it does this. It's not unspinning the yarn, but it'll just sit here and do this, and the yarn will just go underneath it. Now it's unspinning. But it's just like, stop moving. I don't need yarn at the moment. Oh, my brain, yeah, like visually I just can't visualize it for some reason. Yeah, I messed up on this thing. So on the first row of shells, well, all the rows of shells, you do 3 trebles, chain 1, 1 treble, chain 1, 3 trebles. And on one of my shells, I forgot the center singular treble. So I had to fudge my windows on it. I was like, well, we'll just make it work. All right, so when you are working on the piece, I'll unclip them and lay them on the table, and once I finish the color, I'll clip it to the work. So they just lay on the table and you just pull from them and they don't move around or anything. I feel like I've seen it done where it, like all the yarn comes from, let me see if I can find what I'm visualizing. Tapestry, crochet, bobbins. Oh my gosh, I put boobins. I meant bobbins, not boobins. Oh goodness. Oh, kind of like this. This is what I was kind of visualizing. Oh, come on. Of course it'd be sideways. Come on. I wanted to show what's on my phone. There's a turkey in my backyard. Oh, can you guys see that? You see all the different bobbins and they're all like on a piece, like they have all these poles and then they like pull from it. Oh, that's not what I want to do. All right, go to images. Yeah, that's what I was visualizing, like a contraption that holds them all in one spot and they don't flip-flop. Oh, here's another version. This is not a bad idea too. It's just dowel rods and then you wind the yarn around like a bobbin, like a sewing bobbin. Like that would be awesome right there. That's fairly inexpensive. I would just have to figure out where to get those like bobbins to re-spool on, you know? Yeah, the cat's meow blanket, I had them all sitting in a box and I was pulling from, yeah. That one was fun. Yeah, see, like just something that holds them and like you can unwind them as you work with them. Like something like that. That would be awesome. So I found a way, Julianne. I found a way. So when you're working along, all right, so when you have them all, you know, all your colors in a nice even row, they're all untangled from each other, they're all like straight from the project to the bobbins. There's no like flip, there's none of this going on. You like, right, you just initially have them straight across, like they're all nice and straight and even. When you go to flip, if you flip that way, when you go to, and then you work across, when you come back to go to flip again, instead of flipping again this way, the same way you just flipped the last time, you flip it back the way that you did. So if you go this way, you want to flip it back this way. So if you flip it this way, you want to flip it back the other way, the opposite way. Does that make sense? And if you do that each time, so like you flip this way, and then you flip back, and you flip back, flip this way, flip back, you're gonna twist them when you go like this, but when you flip back the opposite way, not the same way, it untangles them again, if that makes sense. Like, I don't know where I learned that. I think I learned it with the cat's meow blanket, that if you just flip it, yeah, it was the cat's meow blanket, and then you go back the opposite way, it untangles them. It's where people get, and it's when you add in new ones, that's where it gets messed up too. I'm flipping out. When you add in the new ones, add them in on the time that you're not like this, where you're where they're tangled, you know, where they're flipped over each other. I wouldn't, if you add them in then, you just have to make sure that when you come back this way, you find that one bobbin that you added in and just move it back to where it needs to go, and then it's in its right spot. That's what I do. So, you know, it works really well because I'm utilizing that same method with my mom's blanket. So whatever way I flip it back the opposite direction, because then it untangles all my stuff. It's a flipping coffee. Let's hope it doesn't flip too much so it spills all over you. Just make sure that you are really good at flipping that. Some flipping coffee works well for you in the morning. I need some flipping time off. No, I'm joking. I don't need some flipping time off. I'm not going to get a row done on this thing, y'all. So, Lisa, this is what I'm working on. So I already put this in a video, but they call this a vest. But I'm calling it a vest duster thing because it goes down to the kneecaps, the backs of the knees. She wants a poncho in navy blue, so I have what I need, but I'm so slow. Could you make this? I mean, something like this, maybe not this, but she wants a poncho, though. If you make her a poncho that's lacy for the summer, you could get that done pretty quick. But what do you call this? Like, it's a vest to me only goes to the waist, and this is a longer vest. So is it a duster vest? Is it just a long vest? Like, they call it a vest. I'm calling it a vest because that's what they call it. Lisa B, I love when you're here. You make me laugh. Need to get Poncho Queen Kim to help you out. Yeah, there you go. Just call up the Poncho Queen and see if she can whip you out a vest, a poncho over the weekend. Be like, I need a poncho by Monday and have it sent to me so I can give it to my mom next weekend. A duster's. That's what I was thinking. Duster vest. That's what I was thinking. It's a hippie vest. Okay. A hippie vest. Okay. I like that. Maybe that's why I like it, because I very much was into wearing the flare pants that flared out, like a foot, that my shoe could hide inside the pants, and it looked like I was walking around on no feet. Oh, I love me some flare sleeves, and I love me some flare jeans. I don't have any anymore, and I would wear them. I would be all about wearing those. Bell bottoms, there you go. Flare jeans, bell bottoms, same thing. Oh, I only have a minute. I have to get off here, guys. Oh, I went over past 8:45. See, I was going to an hour and 15 on my clock on here, and I went past 8:45. Oh my goodness. Could you imagine this with some bell bottoms? Oh my god, that'd be so cute. Oh, okay. I gotta get off here. Go make sure my kiddos are getting up and around and get school done, so we can be done by 10 o'clock, and then I can crochet the day away and get some laundry done. Hippie vest. I guess I'll just call it a hippie vest. So y'all know what I'm talking about now when I say my vest duster. I guess duster wasn't the correct term to bring. Flare pants and bell bottoms. Okay, fine. I call them the same thing because they both flare out. Oh, all right, guys. I've had too much fun with you. I will see y'all at some point over the next few days. So have a great Thursday. No, it's Friday. It's Friday. Goodness gracious. Yesterday was Thursday. Have a great Friday. And I will see y'all sometime. Don't forget to be kind, be positive, and make something beautiful. And I'll see you later. I need more hours in the day. This is true. Hugs. Bye.